compose my scrawl, so be prepared for me looking down, being a little awkward. I haven't done this before.
He's so awkward.
There's like no light over here, so there's not him. Anyway, so I guess weed is a popular thing around here in these parts, so I thought I might start here, something that might resonate with the local populace. People say it's a gateway drug to a bunch of crazy drugs that make you like want to die in a box in an alley somewhere. I think it's kind of ridiculous. I think they're just trying to scare us from the possibility it's a gateway to not giving a shit about a bunch of bullshit that's thrust upon us. Maybe reality. So, that's just a thought. Nope. Propaganda says that it's gonna like make you a tard. Like all the aggressive, simple fucks in this country, I think they need to smoke some weed. Don't know about you. It seems like the country already is kind of like a big special ed unit. They're making like handrails everywhere and ramps, so like a bunch of blind fat people and their chairs can roll around. It's kind of like Wall-E. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's like idiocracy mixed with like a zombie apocalypse we have going on right now. A bunch of people with like autism and Down syndrome on the rise. I mean, forget Planet of the Apes, we're gonna have Planet of the Tards. We're going to devolve into a bunch of like ingrates, the way things are looking. If anybody's left after all the explosions and such. To me, it seems like office space has become basically, I mean, they got these big ass fluorescent light ballasts, all this unnatural light. I mean, it's like, all right, we're cool humans, we came up with light on our own, good job. And you don't need to make a fire to do it. You're not supposed to live under that shit all day, punching keys and making your hands crippled so you can't even jerk off right one day. It's gonna suck. Out of control. So I think that office space is really now, it's a grow house for morons. There are a fuckload of them, and that's why they're fighting other grow houses. It's like the Antichrist to have like marijuana against the tar grow house factories. But yeah, everyone's got to get their fix. You know, the tarred masses have their remote controls. They just live by it, just always like nyang, 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 nyang. It's like they're shooting up heroin. Their latest fix is like propaganda and distraction instead of paying attention to what the hell might be going on outside. Spoon feed me my reality. It is too difficult for me to figure it out on my own. I don't want to think. My muscles are atrophied and I might hurt myself. My guts will fall out my sphincter. And then we got all this high definition TV. It's like, bring it back up.
Yeah, you got it.
Whose definition? What the hell, high definition? Are you high? Like, I gotta pay $80 to get some channels with HD. 28 megabytes per second is what they peak out at. You know, sudden link. I like to call them not so sudden link. What they peak out at is about like, they say 8 megs per second. But you get like more like 1. So you gotta pay the same amount for instead of getting force-fed propaganda bullshit, you gotta pay $80 for like a sliver of that shit, and it doesn't ever work. You might want to figure out what's going on in the world. Oh, you're gonna have to pay a little bit more. I can see Kobe's forehead sweat though, for a cheaper rate. Unbelievable. You got a little bit of on-demand, but it's more like paying for digital penetration. It's just like corporations and fascist assholes and corporate America minions, lobbied politicians are just giving you the real middle finger. Because there's no middle finger, come on. You got 4 fucking fingers on each hand, the thumb's not a finger. So your middle finger is really down here. So I guess some people might not have a real middle finger. Congratulations.
You should go to the gas station and find out.
That's the best response.
But it's kind of crazy. We got this healthcare debate. Like we need to like give a bunch of money to take care of people that are like completely fucked up. They sit on their asses all day in a chair in a freaking cubicle, and then they go home in a little mobile bubble, pull up to Starbucks, and then they get their latte and go home and take an enema with it, I don't know. And then they get their propaganda and all that kind of shit. And then they're going to eat like, you know, crappy food. Like the grow house masses, generally it's like the GMO corn feed, you know, the corn syrup, it's got mercury in it. It's like, I like working my job. I'm going to have a house one day. Oh, the bank took it, damn it. Unbelievable. But I'm not going to pay for other people's mistakes. Why should I pay for somebody to be like a fat idiot? What the fuck is that? I want a bailout for going to a school for an education. I was like, oh, I was lied to for fucking 6 years. Had to figure shit out. Back to page 1. But yeah, people that generally, I think it's like, do we really believe the government is good anymore? Is anybody in here going to actually vote for one of these two, like, higher placed assholes? Like, how can you vote for these people every year? They just completely fuck us over. It's kind of like a battered housewife syndrome. Like, he's a good man. He loved me. Reagan was good. Well, what about for all the other people that didn't get fucked? It's like this huge divide and conquer circle jerk where they just like, all right, let's pit the old fucks against these other fucks, and then the military fucks, and then these people want to get their taxes saved. It's like, what about politicians doing evil shit? Does anybody ever fucking pay attention to that? Oh, I might save a little money. My 60 grand and 20 goes to the government so they can kill infants overseas. It's out of control. But yeah, it's this classic divide and conquer. We can all be cool. We don't have to, play their role games and whatnot. It's like the act of seduction. They're just getting us to all fuck each other over, but we never get a nut. It's like a giant blue ball syndrome or something. I don't know. But they call them politicians for fuck's sake. So they're just like, they're vying for positions of power. They want to give it to you. So they want to just hold you so their friends can fuck you, and then they might get a couple thrusts in. But that's generally the way the political system works, as far as I can tell. And then when they get caught, they're like, we need to make more rules. They're like the assholes that put fucking poles in a bike trail, so when you're riding at night, you can fucking hit it and break your damn leg and head and neck and end up retarded like all the rest. And I guess I'll just end there. So, good night. Hope you appreciate some of my thoughts.